Make sure you got your gas.
I'm doing it
One take.
One take. I'm waiting. One take. Okay, come on. One take. Everybody.
You can. Do you need us to do it with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Start off.
What?
Why you got to
I can't quite do it with everyone watching.
Oh, God.
Well, now.
So if you could.
That sound like a chihuahua, dude.
That sound like a, I don't know what kind of breed dog that was. One of them over.
Can anyone do an aggressive
Lab
dog?
experiment or some dogs.
Oh,
Can you do it? Can you do an aggressive dog?
Like the dog that text you?
She had a good one. I mean,
I didn't even do nothing.
but the one you
I'm
did
talking about
first.
aggressive. One
But
take.
now it has
That
to
was
turn
the
from like
pleasant
this
one.
dog.
Aggressive?
Yeah.
You don't say it, get one.
Oh, we need a little dog.
I got a killer. Killer dog. That's cool though.
Right.
Watch be careful. Be careful for you.
Okay, I'm
Go ahead, please.
I'll try it.
Don't look at it.
Okay.
I can't do it.
If I can do it as crazy as I sounded.
I can't do
That
it.
sound like a squirrel dog.
What did you say? Hold on.
Oh, gosh.
That fool said a squirrel. Oh yeah, we got technology now.
I know, I was trying not to use any technology.
So go over there with the microphone later.
This my big
When you
boy.
running, in case it don't bark you.
That's yours? Oh, he's pretty.
American Bulldog.
It's just big too.
Wide head, my
Yeah.
fat.
Oh.
That was my best friend in high school.
As solemn the second time around.
Really? Are we something?
A little bit. It doesn't have to be. Now I'm nervous that I said that. Go ahead.
Hello and good evening, folks. We come to you live today out of the sunny streets of Hollywood and the fresh air of Los Angeles. Los Angeles. Where all you have to do is take a walk down West Adams Heights and see your favorite movie stars right on the street. From Ethel Waters to Pearl Bailey, from Hazel Scott to Dorothy Dandridge, from Hattie McDaniels to Earl Grant, from Amos to Andy. Yes, well.
That's right, Jerry. You just have a good laugh all by yourself.
I'll remember that correct, Henry, when it's time for me to introduce you tonight.
Read the script in my dressing room. I don't have an introduction tonight.
Keep waiting, Henry. It will come. As I was saying, folks, we remember a time when top leading actors of their time lived not only across the street, but next door to one another. Unless you're Dennis, he manages to sleep right inside of them. Unbeknownst to the stars, of course. But that's enough of that. We remember when Pearl Bailey's brother, Bill Bailey, appeared on the 1943 all-black musical, Cabin in the Sky, starring Lena Horne and Ethel Waters, as the first to perform the moonwalk dance step. We remember when American jazz singer Maxine Sullivan, known for making famous the Scottish song Loch Lomond, broadened her range and ventured into pop music, with recordings such as I've Got the World on a String, Wrap Your Troubles in Dreams, and I've Got the Right to Sing the Blues. Sullivan and husband, John Kirby, worked together on a radio program for CBS called Flow Gently, Sweet Rhythm, which would be the only black-hosted show on the radio, and it will remain on the air for 2 years. Ah, yes, Hollywood. Well, we invite you into the home of some of the movie stars' delight, and it looks like if we take a look into the home of starlet Betty Gray, we find her going over the guest list for her party tonight.
must be the caterer now. Hello! Oh, it's you.
Hiya, Betty.
Well, what is it this time, Dennis? Brushes, bones, bottles, or rags?
Oh, no, I'm not selling anything today. I just stopped by to hand you my resume to give to Mr. Mayor.
Why don't you just hand it in yourself?
I have. They keep coming back. Address unknown. Then today I got the protective order in the mail.
For you?
Against me, signed, all work at MGM. I don't understand it. I got along with everybody there. Every time I walk by, they wave their fingers at me.
Dennis?
Do you know why, Betty?
I couldn't possibly imagine. But if I were you, Dennis, I wouldn't look too close to those fingers. But never mind that. If I so happened to be in Mr. Mayor's office today, Dennis, and what did I find?
The thin man?
No, William Powell, but I did some sleuthing all my own. On Mayor's desk, I found your profile. Name, Dennis Hagen. Tall and lanky. Not quite, but not quite that either. Just plain, yet has a, he's not so bad if you stare at him, quality.
Where's the effect? I read you. Keep reading.
Character traits, mischievous, cheat, crafty, conniving, and schemer. Not by trade, but by design. He didn't practice to achieve it, he just slipped right into it. Cheat too, if he can get it.
I keep telling everybody, the sign said try, not buy.
Family background. Well, it depends on who you ask. Aunt Ellen, well, cousin if you believe Uncle Jack. Uncle Jack, well, Grandpa if you believe Nephew Paul. Nephew Paul, uh-oh. Well. Out of the...
Trying to keep them in it, huh?
Oh, as for Sister Lizzie, not that Lizzie.
Oh, no. Lizzie doesn't come out much. But Mom and Dad are all right. You see, my sister Lizzie took a mop and gave Nephew Paul 40 whops. When Pop saw that she had done, he gave his daughter 41.
I see. Habits. Broke. Not a habit really, just always between pictures.
They must have forgot about my scene in the Crawford picture.
Your hand and your sleep. Education.
That's a funny thing about that.
That's exactly what it says here. Personality. Teases quite a lot, but you're never quite sure if he's in on it or if he's letting you have it. He doesn't seem to always think things through. He doesn't plan it that way. He just doesn't plan.
I keep telling him it said try, not buy.
Likes. Camera action. Dislikes. Did you say job? You mean the one in the Bible? Honestly, Dennis, with a profile like this, it's a wonder you're walking the streets of Hollywood.
What's the matter with it?
What's the matter with it? Do you call any of these attributes attractive qualities?
Who said anything about being attractive? Wallace Beery did all right. Anyhow, Betty, thanks for sneaking my profile.
I didn't sneak it, Dennis. It was thrown to me on my way out of the office. Mr. Mayor knew I would be seeing you during the broadcast and told me to give you a one-way ticket.
Weren't he sending me on location?
If that's what you want to call it. Mayor said if you catch a flight, make sure it's down the stairs.
Playing hard to get, ain't it? Huh? Huh? Well, there's two sides to every coin.
And 4 corners to every wall.
See, Betty, you're catching on.
And whatever it is, you gave it to me. Now, get away from me, Dennis. You're contagious.
Betty,
What, Dennis?
you could have at least let me get my head out the door.
I don't know why. There certainly isn't anything in it.
I know, but it's the only one I got.
Goodbye, Dennis. Peace with every time. What was I doing anyway? The guest list. I know I laid it around here someplace. What did I do with it? I remember now. I threw it at Dennis on his way out. Oh, hello, Henry.
Hey, Betty. How'd you know I was out here?
I didn't. I was just looking for the guest list for the party tonight. Oh, there it is.
Do you always leave your paper on the pavement?
Not particularly. Oh, never mind. Come in and shut the door.
How's everything going for the party tonight, Betty? Does Dennis think anything? Does Dennis think anything?
I heard you. I'm debating the best answer to that question.
I mean, does he suspect anything about his surprise birthday party tonight?
Oh, no. He doesn't suspect a thing. Rachel will be by in a little while to go over the final details. Oh, my goodness. I'm so tired, I don't know what. My eyes are getting so sleepy by the minute. Oh goodness. Oh, my gracious.
What's the matter, Betty?
I don't know. I just rub my eye and it's burning like crazy. I can't seem to open it.
Wow, it's turning red, too. Let me take a look at it.
I can't keep it open long enough, Henry. Go run some water, quick.
Sure thing. Hey, Betty, cup your hands under the water and reach your eye out.
Hand me a towel. You have
Here you are.
shampoo must have gotten in my eyes when I rubbed my eye with my hand.
Since I've been here
Of course, you were looking right at me.
and got shampoo in it?
Yes.
I don't mean to pry, Betty, but you are unloose.
No, Henry, I'm not tight. I washed my hands earlier and used the shampoo to do it with. I just put a dot on my hands. It foamed up, so I ended up having to take a bath. I suppose the shampoo lingers on your skin.
Betty, why didn't you use soap to wash your hands?
It was a good idea at the time. Now, what did you come over here for?
Oh, I came over to share the script that was sent to me by my agent.
A script, huh? What's the name of the picture?
Bees and solder kites.
That sounds German, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I'm reading for the part of the American soldier. Sharpshooting Nazi spies.
Well, what do you know about that? Henry, I didn't know you spoke German.
Oh, ja.
Fluently, huh?
Ja.
Know any other words other than ja?
Ja.
German alphabet?
Ja.
Numbers too?
999. Well, so long, Betty. See you tonight.
Dennis, can you pass this necklace for me?
What are you all dressed up for?
For Betty's party tonight.
Betty's party? I wasn't invited?
But I was. Good night, Dennis. Don't wait up there.
Party, huh? A Hollywood party? That's it. I bet there'll be a lot of producers, directors there. Sure there'll be. I can give them my resume or to one of them and, well, Betty thought she'd slip one over me, huh? Well, you've got to fry bacon pretty early in the morning for old Dennis not to smell the grease. Hollywood, here I come. Resume check. Introductions check.
Bartender?
Check.
Dennis, is that you in that get-up?
Oh, Betty, how'd you know it was me? The suit?
The socks.
The fact that they're white?
The fact that I can see them.
You might be right. The socks are a little high.
So are the pants.
Listen, Betty, if I wanted to be insulted, I'd have stayed at home.
Then why don't you?
Because Rachel's here. She told me about your little
Surprise!
surprise for me.
Happy birthday, Dennis.
Happy birthday? Me? Huh?
Happy birthday, Dennis. We sure got you this time, didn't we?
Yeah. Oh, Betty. So there's not going to be any A-listers here? No celebrities, no talent scouts, no agents, no, important people?
Huh?
I just thought when Rachel said that you were giving a party, well, naturally, I thought that birthday party, huh? My. Rachel did all this party for me.
Come on in, Dennis. Join the party.
Sure thing. Rach, come here for a minute, will you?
What is it, Dennis?
What a mean, dirty trick, Rachel. I mean mean and dirty.
How ungrateful can you be, Dennis?
I'm not ungrateful, but whoever heard of throwing a party surprise party at that, without a few dozen celebrities.
Dennis.
I had my introduction already too.
Dennis.
Want to hear it?
No, Dennis.
Then I paid $5 too to rent this waiter suit.
Dennis.
Resume in my pocket.
Dennis. Focus. Just relax and try to enjoy the party, honey.
Yes, dear. Okay, Rachel. That's enough of that. You better get going. If we're going to make it home in a decent hour.
But Dennis, it's only 8 o'clock and you just got here. Besides, we can take a taxi.
And waste money? Oh, no. You don't expect me to pay $5 for a wasted suit and a taxi cab, too. There's a limit to everything, Rachel.
And you're it.
Oh, come on, Rachel. It's only a 15-minute drive.
And a 60-minute walk.
Well, take the shortcut, Rachel.
No, Dennis, absolutely not. I'm not walking home. Every time I go walking with you, we end up hiking through the Hollywood Hills.
Not every time. Once we got picked up.
I'm a police officer.
Yeah, I worked out once Mr. Armstrong realized who I was.
By calling the police.
Now, come on, Rachel, let's go. I want to get going before the movie tour bus starts its route.
No, Dennis, I'm not going. It seems like we've been walking for hours. I don't believe you took a shortcut at all. We must have passed by everyone's house but our own.
We're almost home, Rachel. Just a few more miles.
Miles?
Steps, Rachel. Don't get technical.
Dennis, I'm not taking another step further until you call a taxi.
All right, Rachel. Don't blow your top. I'll get us home. Just watch this. Here comes the car now.
Dennis, what are you doing?
They're giving us a ride, Rachel.
How is rolling down your socks getting us a ride?
You just watch this old leg, Rachel. Watch this old...
Dennis, look out!
Hey, buddy. How's the little puppy? That's a nice puppy. Hey, buddy. It's only a dog, Rachel. How pretty can you... Hey, get away, buddy. Get away. Stop. Rachel, help. Oh, get him off me.
You can't, Dennis. His mouth is caught on something.
It's caught on me. I know. Get him off, Rachel. Get him off.
Look, fire hydrant.
Thanks, Rachel. How do you like that? You know, if I didn't know any better, I believe that dog tried to attack me on purpose.
Yeah, I want to look at that leg and they thought it was a bone.
I don't understand. It worked with Clark Gable, didn't it?
It wasn't Gable who did it, Dennis. It was Claudette Colbert.
Oh, in that case.
Dennis, get your hands off my dress. I am not Dirty Gertie from Harlem, USA.
If you don't want to cooperate, Rachel, hey, look, isn't that Henry's house over there?
It sure is. I knew we were nowhere close to home. Henry's house must be 7 miles away.
Look, it looks like a light is on. He's probably still up. We'll just knock on the door and see if he'll give us a lift. Hello, Henry.
Drop the old Dennis, and you'll have my greeting. What is it?
Yes, well, I see you've got the robe on. Did we catch you at a bad time?
No, Dennis. I always walk around like this.
Oh, you see, Rachel told you he'd be up. Well, Henry, you mind giving Rachel and I a lift home? Got awfully dark and must have lost my way.
Joy walking through Hollywood Hills again.
I told you before, it wasn't trespassing. What's the matter with everybody?
All right, Dennis. All right. Let me grab some clothes and my keys, and I'll take you home.
Thanks, Henry. By the way, I thought you'd still be at the party.
I was. The party broke up 2 hours ago. 2 hours. Dennis, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
What?
Rachel!
Why, you no good.
Henry, help!
Well, folks, it looks like we'll turn to the newscast while Rachel turns on Dennis. So without further ado, and no need for introduction, here she is, folks.
The one and only. Hello, everyone out there in Hollywood land and abroad. Thank you for joining us tonight as we bring a little light into your life with some interesting facts and trivia. Ask me no questions, I'll tell you no lies, as we move into Newsflash. To share an interesting bit of trivia, I recently stumbled upon a passage from the late Lena Horne, who passed away in May of 2010 at the age of 92, that I would personally like to share with our audience. From the Manhattan nightclub Cafe Society, the impresario Felix Young chose Lena to star in a nightclub he was planning to open in Hollywood in the fall of 1941. Miss Horne stated, "My only friends were the group of New Yorkers who sort of stuck with their own group, like Vincent Minnelli, Gene Kelly, Yip Harburg, and Harold Arland, and Richard Wharf. The sort of hip New Yorkers who allowed Paul Robeson and me in their houses." Miss Horne also stated, since blacks were not allowed to live in Hollywood, Felix Young, a white man, signed for the house as if he was going to rent it. When the neighbors found out, Humphrey Bogart, who lived right across the street from me, raised hell with them for passing around a petition to get rid of me. Bogart sent word over to the house that if anybody bothered me, please let him know. From me to you, thank you, Mr. Bogart. And now back to our regularly scheduled program. The 1940s brings about great achievement for the sultry singer Lady Day, also known as Billie Holiday, as she records her second major session with Commodore in 1944, as well as signs with Decca Records in the same year. Billie would go on to star in the 1946 film New Orleans and headlines New York's Town Hall. British-born actor Archibald Alexander Leach became British-American actor Cary Grant on June 26, 1942, when he became a United States citizen. June 2nd, 1943 brought again another Hollywood tragedy when actor Leslie Howard, most remembered as Ashley Wilkes in Gone with the Wind, but also starred in movies such as The Scarlet Pimpernel, Pygmalion, The Petrified Forest, and Of Human Bondage, dies when his plane was shot down on his way from Lisbon to London by Nazis who suspected Winston Churchill was on the plane. On a lighter note, Hollywood's Newsflash reports Gene Kelly and Frank Sinatra pair up in the first of 3 films they would star in together in the 1944 motion picture Anchors Away. They would go on to star in the 2 other films together in both 1949's Take Me Out to the Ball Game and On the Town. The always entertaining singer-actress Pearl Bailey, who toured the Pennsylvania mining towns as a dancer and later as a singer in vaudeville, conquered much success in 1941 while touring for American troops across the country with the USO. She went on to achieve individual acclaim, which led her into performances with some of history's greatest entertainers artists, such as Duke Ellington and Cab Calloway, to only later make her debut in St. Louis Woman on Broadway in 1946, who would soon follow her into the role of the motion pictures. Speaking of a debut, it's about time I take mine home. So, good night, everyone listening from your radios and all you hucksters and bucksters out there in the audience. See you around the bar.
Hey.
Mitzvah. So long, guys and dolls.
Good morning, Henry.
Good morning, Rachel. Thanks for letting me shack up here.
No worries, Henry. We're glad to do it. It's the least we could do after what you did for us last night, keeping you out so late. The hospital must have been out of the way.
Not at all. Not at all. How's Dennis doing, by the way?
He'll heal. With his hands covering his face, all I could get was the back of his neck.
Good morning, Henry.
Good morning, Dennis.
Rocky.
Listen, Dennis, what have you decided to do about Betty?
Glad you reminded me.
What's this about Betty? What happened?
Well, last night while I was in the hospital, I met a homeless man who told me he was broke and penniless. Said he hadn't had a decent meal in over a week. He came to the hospital hoping to get a room to sleep. Poor fellow, his clothes must have been 20 years old if they were today. Said he might not make it through the night. If only he had some money for his operation and a little extra cash to pay his rent.
I thought you said he was homeless.
Yeah. Anyhow, he said if he only had a nice place to stay for the night with a well-off house, with fireplace, windows, no security, maybe maybe it would get him back on his feet.
Wow, that's a tough break.
That's what I thought. So I gave him the keys to get help.
And so a little wisdom in the situation, like,
It wasn't mine, it was Betty's.
I still don't see what the big fuss is about. So you didn't give a man keys to help him with your own advice. Big deal. I'm sure Betty will understand.
It wasn't the key from my mouth. It was the key to her house.
Dennis!
How did you get the key to Betty's house anyway?
She threw them at me when she ran out of the fruit. I was doing my break a leg act. Someone yelled, "Why don't you already?" And the riot broke out. Who could that be? Don't worry, Rachel. I'll go.
Good morning, sir. I'm Officer. Oh, hello, Dennis.
Hello, Officer Kemp.
Here's another delivery. And I don't want to see another one of these cross my desk with your name on it, Dennis. I am not your personal mailman.
Who was it, Dennis?
Harold Kemp.
Friend of yours?
He's more like Dennis's private police officer.
It's another protection order. It must be on account of that trap Betty found.
Or the valuables Betty's missing?
I only opened my mouth.
You get into more trouble that way.
I only thought.
And lose more friends that way?
Hardy, that's not how you do. I'm going to go call Betty right now and get this straight.
Poor Dennis. His heart was in the right place. It's just not enough for room for his brain too. Somehow I feel responsible for this mess.
How? You didn't give birth to him.
Well, so much for that.
I thought you were going to call Betty. What happened? Hung up?
Over. But she got her point across.
Some choice words for you, Dennis.
Nope, she used them all.
Gee, Dennis, I sure hope you get this problem fixed.
Sure. By the way, Henry, that reminds me, I met a girl down at the casting office yesterday afternoon who would be perfect for you.
Oh, Dennis, I don't go for that blind date stuff. Last time I got into that situation, I almost got shot by the father and married to the daughter.
In that order, huh?
Nope, just wishful thinking. I'd be better off dead.
Who you been talking to?
Dennis.
Oh, yeah, you have.
Come on, Rachel, don't you think my head's been through enough?
Absolutely. And what's in it is punishment enough.
How about it, Henry? I got it all fixed up for you. And boy, what a beauty. Not that I paid any attention of mind you, Rachel, but she reminds me of Lena Horne. Oh, what a lady. She had a Dorothy Dangerous figure, Betty Gray with legs, and Rita Hayworth, her, with Pearl Bailey's voice. Ooh.
Not that you paid much attention.
I don't know, Dennis. That's a lot of construction on one day. That much work sounds like an advertisement for a trip around the world. Are you sure you mean beauty and not butcher? Surgery does so much these days.
No, on the level. You can trust old Dennis, boy. I wouldn't shoot you.
What you say?
I wouldn't shoot you crooked. Don't be so technical, Henry. Now, here's her number. Here's her name, Martha Stevens. All you have to do is call.
Well, this must be the place. 2782 West Adams Heights. Something just don't feel right about this girl. Her voice sounded all right on the phone, but I could have sworn I detected a tooth missing. Oh well, probably just pooper in the party line. That's funny. I seem to be walking, but I'm not moving any place. Come on, feet.
Hello.
Oh, Lord.
Beg your pardon?
Oh, hello.
You must be Henry.
And this can't be the place.
How's that?
That Dennis met you. Yes. Roy Rogers and I seem to have misplaced triggers, so if you excuse me.
Oh, aren't you the comedian? Dennis says you're a slapstick.
And that's just what I'm gonna use.
Come again?
Say what? Sure thing. See you around.
Oh. Oh, aren't you the character? I remember when I was a girl.
Yeah, you and Abraham Lincoln.
What was that?
Leaking the pipes on my car. They're just...
I thought you were going to say trigger.
Oh, somebody shoot me. Jerry, what are you doing?
You said somebody shoot me.
I didn't mean literally.
Pay back some mother. We're bringing it into our program this evening. All you listeners out there, we hope you tune in the same time next week. We thank our cast, Henry London, Betty Gray, Dennis Hagan, Rachel Hagan, and our guests for this evening, Officer Kemp and Marcus Lee. And as always, I'm Jerry Morgan, signing off with a so long, folks.
Hey, Henry, how did your day go?
Dennis, I should have known not to trust a man who melts butter, crushed in peanuts, and serves it as peanut butter.
What did I do?
It's what you didn't do.
I told you she reminded me of Lena Horne with the Dorothy Dangerous figure of Betty Grable's legs and Rita Hayworth's hair and Pearl Bailey's voice.
Yeah, you sure said all that. But you failed to mention with the Charlie Chan's face.
This program has been brought to you by Dominique Revue Productions and Dominique's Private Collection. All this evening's clothing worn by our female cast: Felicia Johnson as Jerry Morgan, Jasmine Lofton as Rachel Hagan, Dominique Brinkenridge herself as Betty Gray, and tonight's guest, Martha Stevens, were all from her line Dominique's Private Collection. In addition to our cast, we have our own Henry London, portrayed by Marcus Willis, and Dennis Hagan, portrayed by Cedric Johnson. This has been a Dominique Revue production. Good night, everybody! Woo!
Why not just hand it in yourself?
I have. They keep coming back. Address unknown. Then today I got the protective order in the mail.
For you?
Against me, signed, all work at MMG, MGM. ABC 1, 2, 3.
What did I do with it? I remember now. Go ahead. Pause that. A script, huh? What's the name of the picture?
Bits and sauerkraut. Bits and sauerkrauts.
Bits and that.
It looks like we'll turn to the newscast while Rachel turns on Dennis. So without
Dennis, look out!
Dog talk. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. How's the little puppy? That's a nice puppy. Yeah, buddy. It's only a dog, Rachel. How pretty can you? Ah!